The siege upon managed democracy continues. Let us rally to her defense.
We've received another Black Directive. This one under the codename Black Echo. Location, GAR HAREN. Familiar ground. Bad memories. The objective this time is twofold. Re-establish an uplink near a collapsed colony to allow super destroyer overflight, and extract a group of SEAF scientists working with a biological specimen, classified as mutated larval strain 7. That's all we're given. No context, no records, just coordinates, and a warning not to lose the larva. This isn't the first time we've pulled truth out of wreckage, but it's the first time we've been told to secure something without being told why. Caladon's executing solo. He'll activate the uplink, get the civilians out, and retrieve the specimen. Guardian of Justice is already in orbit.
Initiating FTL jump to the GAR HAREN system. Mission coordinates locked. Hellpods prime.
Solo run. Fog and silence again. Guardians watching overhead, but the weight's mine. I have a bad feeling about this one. No mission packet, no background. Just a directive number and 2 objectives. Recover larva, extract civilians. If they're scientists, why no names? No clearance level? No SEAF authorization codes? And why an uplink override for an extraction op? I've done my share of Black Directives. Hell, Cypher didn't sit right either. What was a classified encryption protocol doing on a backwater like GAR HAREN? The team that found it vanished. No logs, no bodies. Just a new directive and silence dressed up as urgency. This feels the same. Too specific, too empty. Like we're being pointed at something, without knowing who's doing the pointing. Still, a mission's a mission. We don't get the full picture. But after Hell's Cypher, I've started watching for what you don't see. Because it's not the orders that get you killed, it's what they leave out.
Hellpod launch initiated.
Guardian dropping in. Black Echo active. Mission timer starts right now.
Roger that, Caladon. Uplink's your first priority. Watch the timing on those evac windows and ensure you retrieve that specimen. Keep your head on a swivel. Something about this op feels a half step off. Good hunting.
On it. Caladon out.
You are the best of the best. Live up to your name. Live up to freedom.
Deploying equipment package.
Tagging map.
Objective critical strategy available. Orbital strike.
For prosperity!
SSD synced, but the override sequence isn't standard. These uplinks usually burn through the stack clean. This one's got manual inserts. Could be old code, could be patched, or someone wanted it to be hands-on. Bloody hell, a charger. Of course. One last guess before the signal clears. Signal's encrypted, but it's bouncing twice before confirming uplink. Like it's checking something I can't see. That's not how a colony relay works. Two-step verification, manual input, triple bounce on a short-range link. This wasn't patched, it was rerouted. Which means someone was using this signal for something else. And Command either didn't notice or didn't tell us. I'll get the scientists out, but I'm not dropping this. Dead end. City layout's twisted. Streets cut off, paths caved in. Bugs don't just take over, they consume. Turn order into a hive. Every turn's a detour, every route a trap. I've fought on scorched rock and jungle sludge. But urban sprawl wrapped in biomass? That's a special kind of hell.
Hello? Is this channel live? I don't know if this is reaching anyone.
This is Special Operative Caladon, Omega designation. 301st Tricon Battalion. You're broadcasting on an unsecured channel riding a classified uplink. State your name, SEAF ID, and operating rank. Now.
Main objective near your
I'm
position.
Dr. Valen Eris. SEAF. At least I was. I'm not part of the Evac manifest. I'm at another lab. I wasn't supposed to speak to anyone. Not even you. But I heard the uplink come online, and I took the risk.
This channel wasn't active before the uplink. You piggybacked on the relay signal. That's not standard SEAF protocol.
I don't know the protocol for this. I'm not cleared for field comms. I saw the relay activate and I just opened the emergency line. I didn't think it would even work. Please, I've been isolated since the second wave. I don't know who else made it out.
Copy that. If you're isolated, what do you need?
No evac. I've got my own way out, if I stay quiet. If I pretend I never saw what was in that lab. But if I do that, no one will ever know what this mission really was. You don't need to trust me. I just need someone to know, who sees when something doesn't add up. If you pull the logs, if you see the pattern, pass it on. Someone deserves to know. That's all. That's enough.
No what, and why is that enough? Hello, you still there? Okay, damn it. Comms are dead. She's not asking for rescue, just not to be forgotten. The voice behind the signal, either a lie dressed in truth, or the kind of warning we're trained to overlook. I'll finish the op, then I'll check the logs. If they're clean, I walk away. If they're not, I'll know who to listen for next time. The shuttle's not waiting. Keep up or get left behind.
Caladon. Command node flagged a spike in local comm traffic mid-evac. Didn't catch audio, but it lit up the telemetry. You pick up anything unusual?
Unsecured contact came through post-uplink. Civilian sounding. No actionable request. Not part of Evac. Claimed background context on the directive. Suggested something was missing. Recommend review post-op. Might be worth a second look.
Copy that. We'll flag the signal for after-action review. Stay on task. You're clear to proceed to the specimen. Guardian is tracking. Comms out.
The evacuation is almost away. Civilians are clear. One objective remains. And yet I can't shake the voice. She didn't ask for help, didn't beg. Just appeared the moment the relay came back online, like she'd been waiting for someone to activate it. Could have been glitch routing, maybe even a rogue ping. But it didn't feel accidental. Her words were careful, too careful to be improvised. The details she gave, just enough to seem truthful, just vague enough to slip past command filters. And the codes she wrote in on? Archived, aged, but authentic. I've worked inside this framework long enough to feel when something doesn't sit right. And this mission, this directive, it all came down clean. But the way it plays out on the ground, it feels second-hand. Like someone built onto the original foundation without telling the architect. Damn it. Sometimes I wonder if Black Directives are just smoke trails for someone else's fire. We follow them without question, because structure holds, because protocol keeps us steady. But out here, the silence is louder than the orders. And every time we uncover something strange, it's wrapped in a different lie. Come on, Caladon. Focus. Civilians made it out. Comms are restored. Objectives remain. I don't answer to doubts. I answer to results. Whatever this voice was, real, manipulated, or something in between, it doesn't change what I'm here to do. Still have a mission to finish. Orders haven't changed. But something underneath has. She said she stayed behind after the second wave. If that's true, then the bugs didn't find the specimen. They took it from the lab she was in, dragged it back into the heart of the swarm. I've seen them hoard biomass, seen them protect hatchlings. But this is different. They're not just defending it, they're treating it like something more. Whatever this thing is, they want it as badly as Command does. And that means getting to it won't be war. It'll be personal. This is a frontal assault. No angles, no diversions. Just a straight push into the nest. Not exactly my style. I was trained to operate in the gaps, to apply pressure where the lines bend, not break. But there's no bending here. Just a wall of fanatics between me and what they're calling a specimen. Truth is, this is the kind of fight Paladin was built for. He'd walk into this crater like it was holy ground, flames roaring and justice in hand. Me? I prefer clean, quiet, precise. But there's no one else down here. No righteous fury, no dramatic declarations. Just me. And if I'm going through, then the precision becomes pressure, and the blade becomes a blunt force. It's not my way, but I'll make it work. I've got one shot to push through before they close around me. If I fall here, it won't be the end. Not really. The SCM will bring me back. Drop me in again, mid-battle, like the first version of me never mattered. Maybe it's me. Maybe it's a copy. Maybe it's something in between. We're not told how it works, just that it does. And every time it happens, I hate it. Not the dying, the return, the reboot, the fracture. That feeling like another version of me kept going while I was left behind. They call it a miracle, a gift. But no one talks about what it takes from you. No one talks about what you lose in the return. That's why I fight so damn hard not to die out here. Not because I fear death, but because I don't trust what comes back. Every mission, every drop, I feel it. Like I'm leaving something behind with every reboot. Some sliver of self shaved off and left to rot in the mud. Maybe it's memory. Maybe it's more than that. The resistance is picking up now. Movement in the fog, tighter formations. They know I'm close. They're not just defending the lava. They're drawing a line around it. Fine, let them. I'll cross it. Just try not to lose anything on the way.
objective critical stratagem available.
Ready to liberate. Bleeding out!
Caladon lost and sending replacement. Request approved. Reinforcements have been launched.
Bloody hell. These shriekers can give it a rest anytime.
My life for Super Earth!
Firing orbital barrage. Clear the area. Helldiver KIA deploying replacement. Request approved. Reinforcements have been launched.
Damn it, Daesh. That's 3. Come on, Caladon. You can do this. If these shriekers and hunters could just take a breath. Just give me one damn second. I might actually reach the target without dying again. Still, I haven't broken yet. And if I've got breath left, they haven't won either.
Reinforcement budget running low. Request approved. Reinforcements on the way.
Point me to the enemy.
4 deaths. Same result. Same corner, same scream in the fog.
Support weapon.
I was stuck in a death spiral, charging back in with nothing but grit and expectation, thinking it would be enough. It wasn't. Time to change the approach. Firepower, positioning, discipline, not desperation. I call in the heavy case. Stalwart again, but backed with backpack turret this time.
Shutting down equipment package.
A real one. Rail cannons and orbitals already loaded. No more guessing, no more gaps. I'm not walking into their nest anymore. I'm burning my way through it.
You may proceed to extraction when ready.
need us!
Orbital barrage incoming. Stand clear.
I get back to the edge. Same fog, same pressure in the air. Map says it should be right here, but it's not. It's not where I fell. It's where the mission tells me to go. And that's the problem. In the scramble to stay alive, I marked the objective, not the death site. Rookie mistake. Now I'm circling terrain I've already bled on, trying to retrace my own fall like a ghost chasing its shadow. Visibility's trash. Shrieker calls echo from every direction. And I've only got seconds before they find me again. Doesn't matter, calm the breath. Check the terrain. I've been here before. Literally. I don't need a waypoint. I need memory. There, in the fog. Half buried in torn earth and ichor. Found it. The casing's intact. SEAF-grade containment shell. Scorched, but stable. They dragged it all the way in and still didn't crack it open. That's telling. I secure the sample. No time to process what it means. Not here. Now comes the second half. Extraction. The map's barely holding together in this storm. Terrain's shifting. Bugs regrouping. And I've still got to reach the uplink without calling half the swarm down on my head. One job at a time. We move.
Look out, folks! Let's reload!
Orbital barrage incoming. Stand clear. Extraction is available.
The Larva's signal is live now. High frequency, pulsing like a beacon. And the bugs are listening. I can hear them, chittering just beneath the wind, shifting direction, closing in. The specimen isn't just reacting. It's calling. Broadcasting something they understand. Bloody hell. A Titan.
Firing orbital strike. Extraction request confirmed. Shuttle inbound.
Arbiter Actual, this is Caladon. I've secured the specimen and reached the extraction zone. The swarm's already converging. Looks like the signal's pulling in everything nearby. Specimen's intact. I've called for the Pelican. Holding position until pickup.
Acknowledged, Caladon. Signal locked. Pelican's on approach. You hold that ground. We bring you home.
Copy that, I'll hold. They're not getting through me.
30 seconds.
Oh, for bloody... Oh! Of course! Right before the ride home.
Reinforcement budget depleted. Request approved. Reinforcements have been launched.
5 deaths in one mission. That's a personal best, or a professional insult. I'm not sure which. Every time I get ripped back in, it feels a little less like returning, and a little more like being inserted. Like a piece of gear they won't let break. The drop doesn't feel sharp anymore. It feels hollow, like muscle memory without the soul. They say continuity is a gift. Feels more like a reset button jammed on repeat. But I keep pushing, because no matter how many times I go down, this mission still needs to be done.
ETA T-minus 30 seconds. ETA T-minus 20 seconds. ETA T-minus 10 seconds.
This is Pelican 1. I have visual on the extraction zone. Pelican 1, landing in progress.
Freedom forever!
Extraction complete. Pelican 1 beginning ascent.
Another victory for the right side of history.
You took 5 deaths getting that specimen. That's not like you.
It was buried in a nest, deep. And it wasn't just guarded, it was wanted.
By the bugs?
They were reacting to the signal, but not just reacting. They were drawn to it. It felt ritualistic, controlled.
And the voice?
Female, civilian tone. Said her name was Dr. Valen Aris, Delta 3. Claimed SEAF. No ID. No confirm. She didn't want evac. Just to be heard.
She feed you intel?
She fed me doubt. Said the directive wasn't clean. That the mission was real. But someone else added a layer.
And you believe her?
I don't believe anyone. But I listen. And she spoke like someone who knew which words wouldn't get flagged.
I'll have the logs pulled. Quietly.
Already flagged them. If someone asks, it's just part of the AAR.
Good. You think she'll reach out again?
If she's real, she already did what she needed to. What's your take, Commander?
I think it was too clean to be random, and too dirty to be sanctioned. Real or not, she knew exactly how much to say to get your attention. That makes her dangerous.
But not wrong.
Not yet, but if she is who she says she is, someone else is already watching her.
Helldiver, the Super Destroyer is ready for your next mission.